there's so many smoking guns out there that investors are pointing to as negatives. You look at some of the economic data that's coming in worse than expected. You look at especially the labor market data, which is showing some cracks. Earnings is not one of them. The earnings backdrop has been robust. And again, that's a key reason that we've continued to emphasize U.S. equities given those positive earnings trends.
So we heard from the Fed chairman on Friday pretty clearly looking to cut rates there, assuming that actually takes place here, maybe beginning in September. What sectors screen well for you in a market where, earnings, the rates seem to be coming down?
Yeah, I think, the Jackson Hole speech, by the way, was pretty interesting. We saw exactly what was expected. Powell obviously confirmed that cuts are coming, but I always watch the market reaction. And, we saw bonds move a little bit. Market expectations of a rate cut didn't change really. 100 basis points penciled in for this year. But we saw huge moves in equities and in currencies with the dollar plunging to near 2-year lows. So I think it was a big sort of sentiment driven move there as nothing to me really seemed to change in terms of the expectation. So I think that was notable. In terms of sectors and parts of the market that we think should do well, it's sort of the opposite of the market reaction that we've seen with areas like small cap value stocks doing the best since that day. Areas like international value stocks, which have benefited from that weaker dollar. We actually think that the Fed is probably going to be cutting because something's wrong. Maybe it's as simple as margins are getting compressed and the unemployment rate's going up. Growth is slowly slowing. So in that case, cyclical assets wouldn't be rewarded. This is like the secret life of asset allocators and the way that we think about these cross asset moves. It doesn't really make sense. You have this odd kind of partnership right now of long dated treasuries and gold in international value and small cap stocks being the best performing things out there. It actually doesn't really make a ton of sense when you open up your textbooks.